Thank you for checking out Geeked Up Paranormal podcast clips. Make sure you go over to the main channel, Geeked Up Paranormal, to check out the podcast in its entirety. The link will be down in the description. One thing, I don't know, I feel like in the paranormal community right now, a big argument is over orbs. I feel like some people think all orbs are fake. It's just dust or a bug. It's all explainable. There's no such thing as an orb. And then some say no, there is such thing as an orb, and you can tell when it's a dust or a bug versus an orb. Because like the dust, you'll see multiple of the dust particles flying or pretty much floating around the air. And then if it's a bug, one of the frames on it, you'll see the outline of the bug and the wings. And I feel like orbs, it's a ball of energy. It gives off light, you know. You can see it with your eye or on camera, and you know when if it's an orb, you know what I'm saying, versus dust or a bug, because you'll see the bug's wings flying by, or you'll just see it go like that, or you know, towards the camera. And then the dust, you'll just see multiple of the particles floating up and about. And in our one of our wedding photos, like there was an orb,
which is crazy because so Ashley posted our wedding photos, right?
Yeah. And
then when I re-shared them, it tagged an aunt of mine on my grandma's side that I don't even have on Facebook.
That's weird.
Yeah, very weird. I brought that up to my mom not too long ago.
So I wonder if it was your aunt.
I don't know.
I mean, who knows? It could have been somebody in your family, somebody in my family, or it could have been, you know, multiple. And you can tell in that photo, which is going to be my paranormal experience. We'll talk more about it when that segment comes about. But like, you can tell that it's not a sun flare
from like the lighting on the camera.
Yeah, because the way the sun was setting and the camera took the
picture. Back to my opinion on the orbs, though, I think a lot of people are like me, though. I still ask you because I struggle with. I automatically assume it's a bug right off the bat. A bug.
Yeah.
A bug. But like you said, once you've shown me the differences, I mean, it's easier to tell now, but I still think a lot of people just assume everything can be
an orb. Yeah, trust me, I know.
There's a lot of other factors.
I've been in a couple people's live streams, and an orb came. Well, it wasn't an orb. It was a bug that flew by the screen, and everybody in the chat was saying it was an orb. The person's live stream said it was an orb, and I was one of the few saying no, that was a bug. I seen the outline of the wings, and then it pretty much started a big argument in that chat. But like, I didn't want to really argue with the person or cause any drama. But to me, I went back, played it frame by frame, and in two of the frames, out of, I think it was like 60 frames, or no, it wasn't 60, but out of all them frames where that bug flew by, two of the frames you see the outline of the bug in the wings.
Yeah. A lot of common one I see on my newsfeed and stuff too is cemeteries. There's always like a whole bunch of orbs in them, but there's other factors. There's the lights around the cemeteries, like in people's graves.
Lights.
Bugs.
But you can tell when it's somebody's lighting the grave because it just stays there, and then...
But I'm talking about in still photos of cemeteries.
Oh,
That's what I see a lot. In photos, there's a lot of orbs in one photo. And everybody automatically assumes it's an orb, but there's so many other factors. There's all just the pollen and stuff you're kicking up walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see pollen, but who knows. And then there's bugs, the lights.
Yeah. See, but to someone who, I mean, so I've watched multiple videos of people talking about orbs, watching multiple paranormal investigators, people that's been experiencing this way longer than me being alive or even being thought into existence, and they show you multiple videos of what things look like orbs, like a bug flying past the camera or a bird. It'll even slow it down for you and show you, hey, you can tell it's not an orb. And then the dust, they give you multiple video of what multiple dust, and you'll see it. It's all like that. But when you got something, right, say it could be dust, but say you got all dust just moving a certain way, right? Then you got one thing just come and just do something totally different off the wall and looks totally different from that dust. Come on now. And it's just, you can spot it too if it's a bug or dust or an animal, or a light that's like in the cemetery, or like you can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things that you have to specifically look for to tell what it is. If it's a reflection off something or a camera light.
Do you still think orbs are the most common thing that are caught though?
I think a real orb, not a. I ain't gonna say like someone's faking it, but like fake orbs like dust and stuff. I like a real orb. I don't think it's the most common thing. I think right now the most common thing that's being like pretty much caught, like hard evidence, seen versus like hearing, like with your senses and not using a device, is well, you still have to use a device to capture this. Like video, which is visual, or audio, which is hearing. I feel like EVPs, electromagnetic voice phenomenons, is mainly what's caught here lately, more. And then like there are a ton of orb evidences out there, but a lot of them it's just dust or bugs.
It's orbs.
Yeah, it's orbs, but I feel like I wish I could explain this better. I believe that orbs are real. It's a real thing. And you can tell because if it's like a light source, like close up or from a distance, how it moves and stuff, and you can tell if it's an orb or somebody with a flashlight or something. Like there's specific things you can point out to tell what it is. But when it's just like a light ball of energy, just floating around or moving or going from here to there or over there up within seconds, like you'll either hear what it is or you can tell what it is. But when it's just like a ball of light and there's nothing explainable of it, come on now, that's an orb. Orbs, there's so much evidence of orbs being real out there, and I've seen probably about, I'm gonna say 2 orbs my whole entire life. One of them was during an investigation, and another one wasn't.
I wonder though.
And there's so many stories of elders that my elders have told me of orbs and that they've seen, and then other investigators that are well known, orbs that they've seen.
I wonder what is the difference in like the afterlife of either being like showing yourself as an orb or like a full blown like figure.
There's multiple different ideals of it, like so some say like an orb that shows it's a process of it manifesting itself into a full apparition. It goes.
So it's just like it's a step.
Yeah, of getting energy.
Or like a phase.
Some say it's apparition, and then they say on certain cameras, it might look like a ball of light to you, but on the camera it will show the apparition of it. Or some say it's the spirit just in a ball form. It's not trying to appear itself or show itself really, just show it's there. Mm-hmm. There's just so many ideals of it.
I wonder if it takes more energy to manifest into a full
apparition. See, I think it's multiple different of those ideals. I feel like it's just a spirit, in a ball of energy. And then I think it's also part of a process of a spirit trying to show itself in a full apparition. Because there's a video of like his orb. No, it wasn't the orb first. It was an apparition. And then the orb followed the apparition right behind it. And it wasn't a dust or a bug. It was just floating, and it was like pulsating.